Welcome back to another episode of 100% Fresh with Two Chef Mission. Today we are talking about what is our Confident Kitchen Kickstart.
So, for many of you who have been following us, you may have seen some videos or some announcements that
Mm-hmm.
we were starting a workshop. And it is based or part of our implementing meal planning
Mm-hmm.
into your own home and how to grow your confidence in that.
Mm-hmm. So it's a 3-day workshop, and each day has a very specific topic
Yeah,
that will get you that kickstart into meal planning.
right. And it is definitely something to help grow individuals
Mm-hmm.
who are wanting to start cooking at home more and being able to have that base
Yes.
of that.
Yeah, kind of those meal planning basics
Right.
because it all starts from the basics and builds up from there,
Yeah, I
right?
mean we started with basics.
Exactly. Yeah. And the whole purpose behind it is that as chefs, we in general already knew how to meal plan because we've had to figure that out for our clients.
Right.
But when we had kids, our entire mentality of how to get things done
Oh
or
man.
what we were having for dinner, just for dinner, right? It just completely blew up because we were like, what it we haven't planned anything. We haven't figured out anything. Like I haven't even done laundry. Like and that was just with one kid, right? Let alone
Yeah.
three. So we were like, okay, well, we have to completely shift what we're doing because we can't do last minute and things like that. We have to figure out how do we make this work? Because like we should be able to do this. We're chefs, right?
Absolutely.
So so we implemented our method of meal planning and cooking and things like that and figured out how to make it work for our family.
Yeah.
And I would say probably figured it out pretty quickly because we were able to implement things from our culinary background into planning as being parents and stuff now.
And that's where, us pulling from our own background and our own experience and we're able to provide that resource
Mm-hmm.
and that guiding post to other individuals. And that's really
Mm-hmm.
one of the main reasons why we started this workshop.
Exactly. Because we figured out a way to make it happen, and we were like, these tips and tricks and processes are things that could really help out families that are basically just like us,
Yeah.
just maybe not with the same background,
Yeah, it's true.
right? And so we really wanted to figure out a way to create something, one that we could offer as a free resource, which is our Confident Kitchen Kickstart,
Mhm.
that could build upon those basics where you can implement them and be able to meal plan.
Yeah.
And so in the 3-day workshop, the first day is very much on your mindset around food.
Yeah, because that's a big component to when we talk about food, how we look at food,
Mm-hmm.
how we let food nourish and affect our
Mm-hmm.
body.
It affects how we accept whether we're going to let ourselves succeed or not,
Yeah.
because our mindset around what we're doing matters.
Oh,
And so
100%.
so that's very much the focus of day 1, whereas day 2 is really diving into kitchen organization, because if your flow in your kitchen is not there, then your process of like planning and prepping and cooking isn't going to be there either.
Exactly.
So day 2 is very focused on organization and then also some safety, because being safe in the kitchen is super important.
Yeah, and we've definitely talked about, safety in the kitchen in other episodes, but we definitely dive in deeper
Mm-hmm.
in the workshop and
Mm-hmm. And then day 3 is where we kind of take day 1 and 2 and we put it together and we add in some kitchen meal planning basics so that you have a bit more of a roadmap of where to go from there.
Yeah. And I think having that roadmap is essential to being able to succeed not only in meal planning but in being able to follow through with making home cooked meals and in taking those extra steps to
Mm-hmm.
grow that muscle and confidence in cooking at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the whole purpose behind it is that we started Two Chef Mission with the goal of getting families cooking at home and enjoying meals and memories around
Yeah,
the table with their families because you only have so many meals that you get as a family before your kids are grown up.
yeah,
And
it's
for
very true.
and for us it's a super important thing. And if we have the ability to be able to help with that, that's a huge passion for us. And again, it's like it was the entire purpose of why we even started Two Chef Mission.
Yeah,
As
so it was
along
really,
Yeah,
it was,
along with the creative side
oh
of being
yeah,
able to make
absolutely.
recipes. But that's why we have been so excited to be able to start doing this, and we hope to be able to help a bunch of families with their meal planning.
We would love it if you would be able to make it
Mm-hmm.
and, just even either be there live or watching replays or just learning.
Mm-hmm.
That's our biggest thing. We want to be able to be a resource and a guide in helping others learn how to
Mm-hmm.
be a stronger presence in their own kitchen.
Yes. And the cool thing is that the Confident Kitchen Kickstart is a 3-day virtual live
Yeah,
event. So if you're there live, you also get the perk of getting to have a Q&A time with us where you can ask us really any of your questions about meal planning and food and things like that. Um, and then there's, like you said, there's replays if you aren't
yeah,
able to. And we have our next one coming in February. So the next one will be February 21st through the 23rd. So if you are interested in checking it out, we would love to see you all there.
yeah.
And if you liked this episode, please give us a follow and maybe share it with someone who you think would also like it.
Absolutely. So until the next one, keep it 100% fresh.